Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of the Latin Voice. Okay, so today we're going to be talking about a topic, and our topic for today is how do we start an online business from scratch? Okay, but let's start first to introducing each one of us. So, hi, everyone, my name is Sandy. I'm originally from Panama. I live in Surrey, BC, Canada. I work in the movie industry, and I'm a digital business owner.
Hola, hola a todos. Hello, everyone. My name is Jessie. I'm a nurse by professional and I live in Ontario, Canada, but I'm original from Cuba and I'm from part of this community. I'm on a business online as well.
Hello everyone, my name is Isabel Vargas. I'm originally from Mexico. I live in North Carolina, USA. I'm a mother, I'm married, and I work for the school system as a teacher assistant, and I also own the digital business.
Thank you, Isabel. Thank you, Jesse. Okay, so here is our topic for today. So, how do we start an online business from scratch? Okay, so we're gonna be answering the question based in our online business. Okay, so the first point is an idea. So when we start, searching online for opportunities, to have an income, we have reasons why we want to join an online business, because we need to find either more income, we need to have that plan B, or we need to have, like we're approaching retirement and we need to think about, like a retirement income, or do we love to travel and we don't have enough money to travel, like just for our to live, to pay the bills and all that. So different reasons, like why, we wanted to start an online business. So the idea comes because of that, because we need to find something that will generate, like an income, an extra side of income for us to be able to generate that extra side income through an online business that will allow us that flexibility. Do you guys want to add more?
Hi. Okay, so an idea. I always said when we talk about idea, I'm thinking about why start online business or like a business but online, the idea of the financial freedom, the idea of have an idea what would you like to do as a business owner. What are you looking for? Are you looking for a physical store fronts, like for having a place where you can put your like items and sell it, or like are you looking for paying rent, or like what kind of idea, what kind of business are you looking at? That's what I'm looking at. And then when you say online business, and that's our case, that's a good part of our online business, that is everything online. But we don't have that a storage of product to sell, if that makes sense. Like we are not, um, we don't need to have that extra storage or save all the products on the garage to be showing to people so we can have customers and make our sell. So that's a good part of our online business. So we're just doing just an affiliated market, but we just working with people. Like we're not working with products. And then the idea of what you want in life, what this business going to give me, what this business going to show me, what I'm going to accomplish with this business. So if you have those ideas, you're on the right track. May this business be for you.
Yes, well, I think to start, when you want to invest in something, when you're tired of your routine, your daily routine, and you want to start something on your own, everything starts with an idea. So, what do you want in life? That's where everything is gonna start. Like, where do you want to accomplish? What motivates you? What are you passionate about? what is it that you would like to do every day and enjoy it. So that's where the idea starts. And what do you want for you and your family? Like, when I started this business, my idea was to have more time for my family. I wanted quality time for my family. I wanted to be able to travel and spend time with my parents as well. So that's where my idea began, and that's when I started looking for something online, something I could do from home or from anywhere. And that's how I started this online business with a simple idea.
Oh, you're muted.
So I agree with you. So when you, Isabel, when you talk about that topic, like your knowledge and what you like you look, you want to start a business in something that you enjoy, something
Mhm.
that will give you the time to do the things that you enjoy it as well. So when, in my case, I'm a nurse. Yes, I do make like a good amount of money, but I'm looking for, I started this business because I want more time freedom. So because it's so hard, in my opinion, to get time off or vacation as a nurse. So you always, like, you not have time for yourself and your family. You always at work, and when you need your time off, most of the time you are denied, or you are not able to accomplish all the things. Yes, you're making a good money, but it's you need that time. So that's what that was the idea they have. That was like, I need to found something that will help me to replace my income, something that I like talking to people, helping others, but at the same
Mhm.
time, it will give me that time freedom. So it's not, sometimes it's not just that financial freedom. I know we are all looking for it, but it's sometimes it's just, what else is out there that you can do.
Mhm.
But I mean, I think we all have an idea of what we want, and we have an idea of what we don't want, because we already spend enough time, enough years working for somebody else. We already spend enough time being in an environment we don't enjoy. So the idea of getting something on your own, something that you're going to enjoy, because at this point you already have so many experiences and you know what you like and what you don't like. And with your family in mind as number one in your goal, and you gotta look for something that is gonna benefit you and gonna benefit them as well. So that's where everything begins, with your family in mind and trying to find the best fit for both. Um, in freedom, in quality, but also in earnings.
Okay, so the next point is research. So once we have an idea of what the reason, the why we want to start an online business, then we found this business. So in this case, like we found the business either through a YouTube ad or a Facebook advertising. We saw the ad, and then we like it, and then we started to do a little bit more of research before we decided to join the business. Um, so how does that happen? Well, we got invited to a private Facebook group, and inside the private Facebook group, we get to see other people that are doing the business. So we get to interact with the other people and asking questions. We also have They also have material there, that you can see, and then you can find out more about the business. Uh, what is included in, like in the, for example, the next step that is happening after watching the webinar. Um, how does the funnel works? Like they explain in there, how the funnel works and all that. So doing a research to make sure that the business is legit. So that's another question, like you ask, and you find out, like the the people, like it's a registered company. You find out that people get taxes, so that shows that it's legit. So once you do your research, you decide, yes, this business is legit. So yes, I want to proceed. I see the results, the success. So So this is about, finding, researching, like talking to people, finding outside, like see the Facebook pages and all that, trying to find out, like how is this business helping a lot of people.
Yeah, because once you have an idea of what you want to do, you're going to start looking for those things that you want to do. And once you find something, there's so many things out there. There's so many things online, and yes, some are real and some are just the scams. So you have to be careful, and that's where the research comes. When you find something, you have to do the research and see if it's something that is legit or is something that is a scam. And so when you find it, like when I was doing my research, and I was looking for something, I came across an ad, like Sandy said, of a lady talking about this opportunity. And it really caught my attention because she was talking about how she had time to be at her daughter's games and be with her husband at his events. And that's what I wanted in life, because at that time I didn't have that. I didn't have time to be with my kids, their after school activities. My oldest had already left for college, and I felt like I didn't spend any time with her. So I was looking for family time. And when I saw the ad, I asked for information. She sent me the link to the 90-minute webinar. I got your webinar, but after that, I was still very skeptical. And so I started doing my own research to see if that's what I wanted to do. And after I did everything and I saw, the webinar, I was invited to the private Facebook group, and I saw it at all the stores, all the testimonials. And I was like, okay, well, this is something I would like to do. And after I registered, it took me a couple of weeks to research everything and to decide if I wanted to do it or not. But at first sight, I knew that I liked what they were doing. And it took me some time. I decided to start it. And that's with anything, you have to do your own research. You can't go by what other people are telling you. You have to be the one who actually finds information, who reads the information, and who understands what you're getting yourself into.
Okay. Hi, Isabel. I think I have a really hard time understanding what you were saying. Maybe that can be the internet, but I actually agree with you. When we talk about research, I always say research is information. Information is something really important. It's something good. So, and how do we offer that as a business? So, we give you, like, when you go and register on our website, we send you a link, and you get that, you personalize a link, and you get that 90 minutes for the free webinar. So you actually start seeing, you want to make sure that you actually, like, the ideas of the business that you're going for, or the things that you want to do in life, align with yours. You want to make sure that down there you will see the testimony, you will hear the history, you're going to have a little bit of of what we actually do and how we run this business. So no, and after that, you're going to go and sit down and write. You're going to write your strategies, and you're going to research your goals, like what do you want to accomplish with this business, how you going to run your business, how you want to represent yourself in this business. So you want to make sure that you're doing all your research before you decided and do yes to this or any kind of business. But we always say to people, do your research. And when we do that, after that 90 minutes webinar, you also get a bunch of, if you decided to go through, and on the next step, you're going to get some video coach. They're going to give you with detailed information of all the products, the company, everything that you need to decide if this is what you want to do. And also, you don't have to wait that far. As soon as you register, we add you, as you guys say, to our private Facebook group. and you can look at it, see that we're real people, we are all around the world, and see if this is something that you see yourself. You will see their posts of people, how much are they making, or what they accomplished on life, or where they're at, and what are their goals that they have. Sometimes you just have to surround yourself about people that have almost the same goal of you. They want to be where you at. And if you do your research, like, you look at the information, you put your goals, your business goal, your strategy, you like, what are the projections that you want of this business. And if this align with what we offer you, we're telling you that this business is for you. So yeah, research is something important, and we always say, look the 90 minutes. That's the first thing that we always say when someone, oh, I'm interested. We always say, do you look the 90 minutes free webinar? Because we want to make sure you have that information. So do your research, and then we move from there. But research is something good. Information is power, how we say down there. So you want to have that information. So research is good. So it's good in this business.
Yes. Okay, so the next point is planning. Jesse touched a little bit of that. So the next step, like after you're doing your research, you watch a webinar, you join the private Facebook group, and you did your research, about the business. Then you proceed to pay for the $149, and that's when you go and you are able to see, like what Jesse was mentioning, the precaution videos where it will explain more about the business, like the different types of income streams. And the $149 is 30 days refundable as long as you don't do the coaching call. Um, and then this $149 also give you access to, like to your website, to all the training platform, and it's a one-time fee. You don't have to pay that like every month, like other businesses do. Like they charge you every month. Um, so yeah, so that's pretty much, like when it comes to planning, like you get to watch the videos, um, you see all that, and then if you decide to proceed, then you do the coaching call with the other person. Well, it will find, like, and explain you everything more in detail, and then proceed, like what are the following steps.
Yes, so in the planning, after you watch the webinar, you pay the $149 for the membership fee, and then you got to plan, how much you want to invest in the business and what you want to start. Where do you want to start? And that's where the planning starts. So you want to plan to start your business at a good position. You don't want to don't think about it. You have to plan ahead and see where you want to start so that you can have a good beginning and a strong beginning in the business. So the planning is something very important when you're gonna start investing in the digital business.
So yes, when you planning, you're after you get that 90 minutes free webinar, and you say yes, I want to continue. I see a future on this business. Yeah, you pay 149, but guys, this 149 is refundable for 30 days. So you can get those precaution videos I was talking about before. So you will get the whole information, the whole detail. You know, um, and it's when you get that, you can start planning. You can say, okay, so this is the company, this is the business. Do I see myself doing this? You're planning, how do I want to see myself? You're also planning when you start seeing how people are doing. You even start, I don't know about you guys, but as soon as I see the community, I start saying, oh my gosh, I start planning where my next vacation is. I don't I don't have that much time off. Where is my next vacation is? You start planning, because planning is something good. You get your ideas, write it down, and you can successfully decide it how you want this business to run. Because just it's so like this business is gonna be you. You are running this business, you are creating, you are mapping how this is going to go for you. Like how we always say on other videos that we say out, like you can plan and start saying, okay, no, my business is important. I'm going to start making maybe 30 minutes every day, or maybe 30 minutes every other day. So you start seeing all the things that this business is giving you, and you start planning around. So you want to make sure you're getting a structure as an online business, as a business owner, because it's hard when you're not coming for that background. You don't know what to do. So it's always good to have like a set on a stone, like what do I want, so that's something good, because you want to always make sure that before you start anything, as we say, as a legal business, you want to make sure that you have all the information. What are the things that I can keep? What are the receipts that will help me to do my business? And that's what you have. That's when you get out, when you pay the 149, you get your mentor, your coach, and we can guide you. We can tell you all the papers that you need for your taxes, and the I don't know, there are apps and things that will help you to run better. But it's something good to get to start planning, because it's a real business. It's a legitimate business, and you are running for yourself. You are in charge.
Yes. Okay, so after that, after the planning, then like any business, you have an initial, like investment that you need to do. So this is where funding comes in. So a lot of people in our business community, they join the business in different ways. Some of them they use their credit card, some of them they use their savings. Other people, like they borrow money from their family, or other people, they do finance, because we do offer finance in this business. So if you need some help, we do have financing. Um, they also, yeah, they also have another program, but you will learn that as when you have that coaching call with the person. But yeah, when you have the coaching call, the coach person will explain you all the different options that you have, and then from there, you will decide, uh, how do you wanna get your fundings for the business.
Yes. So with the planning, I think funding comes in because you need to know, nobody else knows your financial situation as much as you do. So you need to know how much money you have available to invest. So just like any other business, you have an investment in this business, and you need to know how much you have available to invest. And like Sandy said, sometimes when you're serious about the business, you may not have all the money, but some people go and borrow money from the parents or from the siblings, and some use a credit card. We have many testimonials of people that when they started the business, they didn't have any money, but they use whatever they had left on their credit card to start the business, because that was their last bet. They're like, okay, this is it. This, I know it's going to work for me. And so they use whatever they had left on their credit card. And so many of them, they were so right about taking that decision and taking that risk, because they have come so far along in this business, and they're making so much money, so much more than what they invested at the beginning. And so funding is important, because you have to know, where do you want to start your business, with what investment, and how much you have available for that, or how are you planning to make that investment. We offer financing, and you can go that route if that's what you want to do. But you can use your credit card, or you can use your savings, whatever you have. But you have to plan ahead and make sure they have enough money to invest in the business.
So yeah, funding is important, because for any business you need a funding. For any business you need a foundation, an investment. We call it like an investment, and it's just a way that to start the business. There are as you guys say, can you guys hear, there are different ways of or enter on the business. There are different financials states, and there are also we offer different ways that you can. It's not just all cash or debit card or Visa or whatever they use on these days. That you have this choice to do to pay as you can. Of course, it's about affordability and the things that you can afford right now, and that's important too. Because depend of the or your founding or how you decided to do this business, then you're going to need a more room for investment. So it will depend, because I don't know how to say this. Like, for any business, you need an investment. So not just physical, on the internet, like online. You need to make a purchase in some way. So this is the way that you make your purchase, and from there you open your business. So funding is something that will come up when we start after doing the coaching calls, and you decided that you want to know more about the business, and we give you all the information about it, and then you decided if what we offer you is what you can afford. If you know, we can find other ways that you can afford be part of the business. There are many ways right now that you can actually afford this business.
Mhm. Yeah. So again, continue with the during the coaching call, besides, like going through the planning, like what are the different steps to join the business, and we talk about the investment. So when it comes to strategy, so that's you will be talking to the coaching, the different ways that you can join the business, um, so they will give you different options, and depending, of your funding, whatever you have available or whatever you can afford at the time, that will be the type of strategy that you will use to join the business.
Yeah, so there's
Sorry.
different strategies that you can use, different strategies that you can use at the beginning, and it all starts with the coaching call. Like Sandy said, when you do your coaching call, that's when you receive the information of the different options that you have to join the business, and it all depends on your financial situation, like how much you have available to invest on the business. That's going to give your coach an idea of what strategy is available and which one fits your needs the most at the moment. And I mean, it's a personal decision. Nobody's going to tell you like which one to go, because you are the one who knows how much you have available to use for the business. So you can decide if you want to start, at tier one or a higher tier, depending on how much you want to invest. So the strategies are there. They will lay them out for you, and then you will get to choose which one fits which one is the best fit for you, and which one you want to choose.
So yeah, the strategy, as we already have said, is the value your proportion. O sea, is your investment, and depending on the strategy that you like to come in of, it will depend also of your starting eh, gain, your starting, how you say that, how you will it came out with the planning and at the same time, because depend on how much are you available able to pay or afford. You can go with a high ticket or a low ticket. When we talk about high and low ticket item, we're talking about how we is the description that we use, how you say when they pay you, your
Commission.
commissions. Yeah, your commissions will work on it. So so if you have a high ticket, of course you're going to get more commission. If you get a low ticket, your commission is going to be low. But that doesn't mean nothing. You can change your plan as you move on and as you grow on the business. Some people start right away with a high ticket item, and that's it. But some people start with the small and they move their way up. So it's all the strategy is all up to the person, of course, because you are the only person that can say how much I can afford. So we just plan depending on your economy, or your strategy, or the way that you are at the moment financial. So it doesn't have to be all the way in. So just give yourself some room of improvement. And a lot of people in our business, our community, have start really low and work her way up. So don't be discouraged if you cannot do a really big item. So just start in some way.
Yeah, and just want to add to that, just because like you start with a low ticket item, that doesn't mean that you cannot make more than someone who entered the business with a high ticket. And the reason why I'm saying that is because every business, like my business, I have my business, Jessie has her business, Isabel has her business, right? So it all depends on how much work we put in. So even if we enter with a low ticket, that doesn't mean anything. I mean, as long as you put your work and you work hard on your business, you can make a lot of commissions. So it's up to you, like, it's your business, so it's up to you how much time you put in your business, how soon do you want to see results. So it's like it doesn't really matter if it is a high or low ticket. It's up to you.
It's up
That's
to
pretty
you.
much.
You run your business, and it's all the pain of the time and effort that you put on it.
Yeah. And then coming to the strategy. So one of the things that I mentioned, like when I have mentees joining the business, right? Once you decided to purchase, to do the investment to get into the business, um, they have to think about, one of the things is picking a website name. Okay. So they have to build a business page. But before they start building their business page, what I usually recommend to them is, like, you have to find a name. So you got to think about picking a name, like, where um, that name will represent, their business. They represent their values, their mission, and by having that name beforehand, before they start their business page, everything will be easier, like to have already, their website with their name. uh, I think, sorry, there you go. They have their website with their name, and then connecting the same name of their website with the business page, because everything's going to be aligned. So it will be easier than if you start a business page right away without having a name. And then when you're trying to look for the name that you already picked for your business page on the domain, then sometimes you cannot find it. So it's better to have an idea, like finding, okay, what are my interests? What am I thinking about targeting? So picking a name for your business is very important, for your website, because that's what will represent you. And putting that together with your business page, once the name of your business, it will be easier for you to find the content, what to put on your content page. So everything will be like aligned. Same thing as the color. The when you pick a website, we have in our, like, once you become a business owner, you have access to our training site, and within our training site we have the funnel, the designs of the funnels, right? So on those design of the funnels, you get to see which one it aligns to your mission, to your objective, of who you want to target, who do you want to represent yourself, because you are the image of your business, so having those colors in mind, those pictures that represent what you believe, and the name before you start building your business page will make a huge difference, because everything will be aligned, with your website.
Yeah, it is very important to have this in mind. And it's very important when you have a coach or a mentor that explains this very well before you start. Because that means when it's time for you to set your website, you already have all this in mind. You already have that planned out, you know. Your website is going to be, like Sandy said, it's going to be what represents you, you know, that's your image. So you want something that goes with you, something that you see it and you see your reflection, you know, that's, you'll be like, okay, that's me, that's totally me. And it's really nice when you have somebody like Sandy that will tell you these things, because it plays a big part in your business, like your website and your colors that you're going to choose, the funnel that you're going to choose. All that takes a big how do you say this? It plays a big role in your business, because you want to be well represented, and you want to let your audience, your followers know what you're about, you know, what you care about, what you want to inspire them. How is it that you're there for them? And it also starts with your why. Why is it that you're starting this business? You know, because when you know that, that's the people that you're going to be talking to most of the time, because you know you want to inspire them to change their life and to do something better for them. So all this starts in the planning, and when you get to building your websites and making your funnel, you already have that in mind, and it's easier for you to make a decision because you already have all that ready for you, and you don't have to be thinking about it and feel pressure in a way of just choosing something that doesn't go with you. So it's very important to think about it beforehand.
Okay, so talking about website, I just want to say, everyone that's watching us, don't get so overworked and say, "Oh my gosh, what this lady is talking about." So the website is something that you're going to get. You know, when you start your business, something that you need. That's your funnel where people are going to go, and you're going to start making commission. All these people, they're trafficking to your website. In other words, that's how the website and the funnel work. But don't worry about it too much. We have all of this on detail in our training. But the website is important. So when you start thinking about your website, you start thinking about branding, how you want to sell yourself off, how you want to represent yourself. We're talking a website where, like Sandy and Isabel talking, you start thinking about when it's your time and you're already on the business and you're like, oh my gosh, what do I do now? You start thinking, what color do I like? How color do I want to represent? What do I want to say? So you start thinking of all of these ideas that will help you to create your funnel or your website. So the website is something that you're going to need if you want to do a sale or online. It's something important that we use on the online marketing as an online business owner. But don't worry too much. We have all explained it on our training. You can take your time, but when you're doing your website, your domain, you're looking at something that identify yourself. You know, for example, as I don't know if you guys can see, we have our Facebook page on the top. You want to start thinking, people like look something that can identify yourself. We all know there you're advertising, you are attracting to around, we're attracting as our online business, we're attracting all around the world. You want to make sure that you are founding something that is unique to you. So when we're looking at our websites and branding and setup, all of that is just, it's all about you. So what colors do you like? How do you want to um, phrases and things that you want to put on website. So, but don't worry too much. It's a way up too, but we always start in some way, and you're always going to have a mentor and a coach that we guide you on your step to succeed. How this next step? How do I do this? How I help? You're always going to get that back back help.
Mhm.
Okay, so the next question is branding. So once you have your name for your website, right? So the next step, that I usually tell my mentees is, like it comes to building their business page. So when building their business page, they already have a name. They already have on mind, all the different points of the that represent them. So those are the different points. Those are pretty much the content that is gonna be posting on their page. So once they have that figured out, that it's just mixing the content, right, that they have with their personality, you know so
Mhm.
because branding, like it's creating the colors. You are the branding, you are the person, like that people are going to relate to you. So people need to get to know you. So by how do they get to know you? They get to know you through your posting. So what the colors you like, or what stuff that you like if you're a positive person, or if you love to travel, those kind of things are like branding that represents you. So that has to be like what I mentioned before, it has to be aligned with your website, because if you have a website and then on your business page you're not posting the same thing, there's no connection. So when people, like for example, when you put your, we're going to be talking later on, like you're advertising and you go in, you advertise something and then you go to the website and okay, she says this, but when I go to the website, it doesn't show the same thing. That's where it doesn't mix. So that's why that is important to have a name for the website before you start building your business page, and when you start building, your ad.
Yeah. So you yourself, like I'm the brand in my online business. My image, the things that I post, the colors that I use, that's the brand that I'm using. And I don't know, from early in age, I used and I love my colors, and I know what colors identify me. I don't think that when I see those colors, the only thing that comes to my mind is me, is nothing else. Because I like to be happy. I like energy. I like to play around. And when I see those vibrant colors, my yellow and my orange, that's like me. And I think everybody in my family knows that I love those colors. So anytime that is possible for them and they travel or they come back home, whatever, they bring me a souvenir and it has my colors because they know what I like. And that's branding. That's how your followers and your viewers are going to know you, because of all the posting that you do, because they're going to know, okay, when they see one of your posts, when they're scrolling and they see something that you identify yourself with, they're gonna stop, and they're gonna know that that's you, because they're used to your posting and the colors that you use. So that's the important part of branding. Is being consistent and staying true to your story and the things that you believe.
So yeah, marketing, think about it as your marketing materials. When we say marketing material, referring to what color do you like? Are you a positive person? You do people do funny video. Are you a funny person? You're going to have, I don't know, every week a funny post or a funny video. Or are you intellectual person that you're going to post something that will reach people, aware thinking, or like a US sport person, you're going to have at least once a week trying to post something about sport. It's something that identifies yourself, and you can be, it's like the consistency. It's something that will be, they it will show that this is you, because you want to make sure you are consistent in all your platform, on all the platform that you are advertising or you're using on your brand, doing your branding. You want to, in all or your social media, so when we talk about branding, you want to make, as Sandy was saying, you want to make sure you are consistent. For example, just for an example, you say, I'm selling flowers, and then I'm going to put on my website hot dogs. So it doesn't match. So when someone see that, they see the discrepancy. They say, oh, this is not the same. I came out for flowers, but I just see hot dogs, you know. Just for an example, but that's real life. That's how people, when they go to any website, for if we were looking for like when buying something online for Amazon or whatever, where like we already know what we want because we have the description of the item. So if you go to the person or like the website or the link or whatever, and it's not that, you already know that, like, I'm not buying this. Like I'm not interested. You know, like that's not what I came for. So branding is that you're showing yourself, and you want to make sure you're consistent when you're building your own business. You're a happy person, you're a sad person, you're always giving advice, you have kids, whatever you identify yourself, you want to show out to people too, because we're all humans, you know. We um we um we like we connect, you know. We connect with what the person is showing to you, you know. That's how you connect with people. You say, oh, I like this person, I want to work with this person. Oh no, it's not what I'm looking for. So yeah, when we're talking about branding on the online business, and in this case our business, that's what we're talking about. You want to make sure there
Mhm.
is the way that you identify yourself and the way that you're projecting.
Yes.
So the next one is marketing. So once you know the name of your website, you know your branding, the colors, and you identify the points that represents you, then you start working on your marketing. So what are the different types of marketing that we use all the social media platform. That's the marketing. And through the social media platform we use the content. So that will be, like posting like pictures, you have like photos, you have like reels or shorts if it is in YouTube. And then you also have the lives, just like what we have right now, that makes you, reach a lot of people around the world, besides you people that, watching on your business page. So um and the lives, like on the lives you can also, like for example, like today we're talking about a topic, but sometimes we have a guest, so we invite someone from our community to share the journey, like their experiences doing the business. So that's another way to do marketing, like free advertising. So pretty much marketing is like, this one will be like free advertising for your business. You guys want to say something else?
Yeah. So marketing is just, the things that you're going to talk about in your platforms. You can use the platform of your choice. Some use all of them. Some just a couple. Whatever you feel comfortable with. That's where you're going to do your marketing, and you're going to talk about your business, and you're going to try to inspire, attract, and bring as many people as you can. Because what we're doing is we're motivating, we're showing and sharing all this information so that we can maybe help other people out there, motivate them. Maybe they're living the same thing that we're living, and maybe they have the desire to start a business. And so we're sharing all this information so that maybe um, it'll be helpful to them, because we're sharing as much as we can. We do these lives 2 times, 3 times a week, sharing information. And marketing is what we're doing, and we do it in different platforms. And if you check our platforms, the different accounts and the different platforms, you'll see that we have a history. We've been posting for a while now, and we're consistent on what we're saying, and we're consistent on what we're trying to tell you. So you can see our Facebook accounts up here, but if you go to LinkedIn, if you go to YouTube, if you go TikTok, we have accounts and we have the same information. So um, you can do your marketing in any platform. And like I said at the beginning, I didn't have any, and I've been learning a little bit at a time of different ones that I've been using, and I'm still learning about. So it's not easy, and you don't have to do them all. You do one at a time till you feel comfortable with that one, and then maybe you can start doing another one, But it's affiliated marketing, so it is to our benefit to use as many as we can, to get the message out and attract as many people as possible.
So yeah, when we're doing our marketing, we're attracting people, we're showing them what we're doing, so that's how we call marketing. And you can use any kind of platform, any kind of social media, and there's so many out there. As Sandy was saying, we have Facebook, we have YouTube, we have um, Instagram, TikTok. But there are so many out there. But you don't have to do all of them. You can choose which one you feel more comfortable, or which one you feel like you can reach more people. Uh, the one that you can see yourself reaching the people that you want to target it, because with the marketing you're showing them, you're showing the people what you do, and the passion that what are you doing this for. So when you do your marketing, you're doing your videos, you're doing your reels, you're doing your pictures, you're doing your funny videos. As I said before, I'm a funny person, so I'm always saying looking for something fun to update my day. So it's the way. And why don't use it? They're out there. There's a platform, and the good part is all this social marketing or social media is all around the world, so you can reach as many people you want. You can reach Latin people, you can reach people from from the Europe or anywhere of the world. So you using this platform, you're attracting people that think or are believe on your branding. The thing that we talked about the topic before. So that's what the marketing is, though. They're out there. So just for everyone know, there are people that pay marketing, they are free marketing too as well. So you want to make sure you know all of them, and you can use what work for you.
Yeah. So the next after the marketing, like after you start in seasoning, like your business page and all, and depending, where you are in your platforms, then you have your launch. So what is your launch in our case? The launch is the advertising, your ad. So when I mentioned before about the website, that's what I meant, like you have your ad, and then just like, the same type of ad that we watched, that made us come into this business, so it's someone, showing their story. So the ad could be, like a group of people. Like, for example, the one that I saw was a group of people, like talking about their business journey. That they were like in traveling, and that's one of the things that attracted me, because they were talking about traveling, and, they have the income. And then you can deduct the traveling expenses because it's a business expense. But sometimes you also get just one person talking about their story. They sharing their story, the struggles that they had before and how they have overcome with the business, or how many, like how a lot of people in the business community have had success, and that's why they joined the business. So the ad, like after you watch the ad, that's when you go into, if you have a good ad and it represents what you are, you go into the website. So that's why I was mentioning before, like whatever you mention on the ad has to match with your website. Because if you are, for example, like representing something that is like traveling, but then what you have there is like something, for example, like hiking, and you don't have anything about hiking in your business page or that you mentioned, then uh there's no
Connection.
connection, yeah, between one and the other. So those are things that, like that's why I said, like from the beginning, that's the first thing that you have to start thinking, because everything has to match. So you have to prepare everything beforehand. So when you do your launch, everything works together, and aligns together.
Yeah, so advertising is something that we do, that's something needed in the business, because just like a traditional business open their doors from whatever, 8 in the morning to 6 p.m. Our business is a digital business, and And yes, we do lives and we'll post on our pages and all that. But if we don't do advertising, we're not open for business because we're not showing our business to anybody. So you can advertise, and like we said at the beginning, once you're in the business, you can decide what platform you want to use to advertise your business, and you want to attract those people um, that you're basically talking to yourself. I like to do my ads for moms because I am a mother, and I know growing up, my parents didn't have a lot of time for me, so I like to help moms, as many moms as I can, because I'm always talking to them, telling them, that this business is legit, that this business offers a lot of things for moms to be able to spend time with their kids and with their family, and also, I like to travel a lot. So I like to go to different places in the country and outside the country. And so I like the fact that I can travel and I can take my business with me, I don't have to ask for time off, and I'm not missing any paid time because there's potential for me to be making money while I'm traveling. And so when I'm doing my advertising, I think about those things that I like, and that's the people that I like to attract and target in my ads.
So yes, Isa say when you're launching your ad, you're showing to the world that you're open 24/7. Because the
Mhm.
business out there, the real business that you go and they're open, they have a specific time. When you're launching your ad, that means it's always running, it's always working for you. That is showing you that continuous working, is continue open. Doesn't matter if you're working and sleeping at home. It's
Mhm.
always your ad is always launching. But the good part is like when you launch an ad, don't just launch an ad. You want to make sure like after 5 days or 7 days, you look okay. Let me look at my ad. What can I adjust? What can I get better? Maybe my ad is not showing to the right people, or maybe my ad is not attracting as many people as I want. What adjustment I can do to this ad? So you're monitoring, you're adjusting your ad at the same time, because it's like because thanks to this business, like we say, it's like it's always running 24/7. Like we always say, the automation, the automation of the business. That's what we offering here, because when you launch your ad, you just keep running, you never stop, you keep attracting people, you keep reaching more people, you keep showing these people what are we doing. So launching an ad is an important step on part of the business, but just always make sure, like if you launch an ad and doesn't work, don't worry, you can make many ads, as many as you want, can put it out there, and do it different ways, different ways that you can adjust for countries and ideas. Now there you too have a bunch of things new, but it's always like just no make sure you just going to launch it and say that's it. You always have you always have to monitor and adjust depending on the situation and the how you want it to be run too at the same time.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, because like you wanted to also make sure, to optimize your ad, because you want to make sure that your money it's expended well. So if you see something, like for example, if you're choosing like a country, right, and there's some states where you see your advertising is not working, then you eliminate those ones and you let your money just work on the places that you see that you're having impressions. Um so that way, like you're optimizing your ad, and then your money is working towards the places that like it's really getting some impressions.
Yes.
Okay, so we have reached to the end of like answering the questions, how do we start an online business from scratch? So we have showing you, like from the beginning, how everything starts through an idea, um, an idea that, like something that we want to be able to um, to resolve like a problem, like we need more time, more, we're looking for more flexible time, we're looking for an extra side of income, different reasons why the idea comes up, and then that's when we start looking, and then we finally find something through the research, like we find an ad, and that's how we start researching, like about this business, to make sure, like this is what we want, this is what it is legit, like those kind of stuff. Then we start planning, we go through, and then we start seeing, what is the business about, like, okay, so what are my next steps, uh, with what strategy I'm gonna go, like, so you have the funding, like how I'm gonna get the funding to start my business, and what are the different options. And then, the coach will tell you like, okay, these are the different strategies to join the business, and then you decide according uh to your business needs, like the amount that you have to start your business. Then we see, like once you decide to join the business, then you have to start thinking about the name of your website, the name of your business, because your website will represent the name of your business, so that will be the name that will be out there on all the social medias. So you need to know that name, and you need to know the points that will represent your business, your mission, your values, what you believe, and all that. And then through the branding, like when you pick your website before, you also pick the colors and the content, right? So the branding is, like who you are. That's what people will relate to you. What you represent, what are your beliefs, and that the colors. Um, then you start doing the marketing. So marketing all the different contents, like reels, lives, Facebook, all the social
Social
media
medias.
platforms, so all that. And then eventually, once you start seasoning your pages or whatever you're decided to do your um, business in all the social media platform, you launch your ad, and then that's will your ad will represent what are your beliefs, and what you want, the message that you want to portray to the people that you want to reach. So that's pretty much what we talked today. So I hope so that we hope so that you got a better understanding, like how do we start an online business, like this specific business, from scratch. So you have a better idea and understanding of that. So if you want to follow us, well, you can follow us on our Facebook business page that is on the top. So if you want to learn more about each one of us, and like about what we post and all that about the business. And then also you have our website on the screen for each one of us. So you can register with your name and email address, and then we'll send you an invitation to our free webinar. So the same webinar that we all three watch, where explain, like how the business plan works. And then, like you also get to hear testimonials from members of our community. And we also give you an invitation to our Facebook private group, where you will see more members of the community, like, and their success. And then you will learn more about the business too. They have more information there about the business. Okay, so that's it for Latin Voice today. We want to thank all the viewers who watched
Thank you
the
for watching
live
us.
today, and also for those watching the replay. And then until the next episode of the Latin Voice. Good night, everyone. Good morning,
Good
wherever you
night.
are in the world.